Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 18 carries, 90 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
On play action, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
All able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
The Bills are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This will not go down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
At the Steelers' 13-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
14. First down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
He was brought down by Caleb.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19.
Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Allen.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 9-play drive. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. The quick feet by Jackson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
Johnson running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Allen. He's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Play after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
Steelers 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will go be off target and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, and that is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on Miami. And this is the quarterback of the Dolphins. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is Tank Bigsby. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Jets. And this is Dak Prescott. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Jets started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Brown with a stick skills. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Man, and he hits him in stride. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his
9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches
Just a little bit. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 69 yards.
It has just come so easily, hasn't it? This defense, they've been caught flat-footed time after time after time. This was not a touchdown, but it is another huge play. And they've spent huge portions of this game chasing guys downfield, and that is certainly not a winning formula.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually...
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Allen to throw once more. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Goes to Shakir once again for the completion. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 6.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure?
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
Hook up 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's a quarterback sneak.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left during the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Steelers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gain of 9 yards.
They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to throw again. Open man right side is Rice. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Allen.
30-yard line.
Completes to Shakir once again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And they're going to get it. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bills 48.
That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. He'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this